Fine. That's okay. But that means this is done. That means this conversation is done. That means there is no point of this because you are not ready for this. That means you don't care about this enough. You care about the other thing more.
I do care. I guess I'm
not more. You care more about the experience of going out and f***ing around.
I want both.
You can't have it. That's not how life works.
Caleb Hammer goes off on this woman for blowing money she doesn't have, threatening her finances, as Caleb Hammer calls out this person's poor choices that shows it's her mentality more than anything that's creating her problems. So like and subscribe as we follow financial distress and how to get out of it. So let's check it out.
No, I know, but you just can't afford. How do you? I'm. A part of this conversation is going to be. This part of the conversation is really difficult for me because I don't think I could just get into your head. This is the concept of like, you literally could not afford this. You did not have the money to pay for it. Like you could not afford it. It's as simple as that. Again, I would not care about the Botox if you could afford it. It's a different situation. It's as simple as you could not afford it. And you're banking it on getting Botox and birthing Elon Musk's 40th child in Austin to make it. Like, okay, you're going to Dutch Bros as well. You know, it's that important eating of the jaw. One-way coffee.
When you see someone just giggle that off, that's usually not a good sign that they're in the right headspace.
North Coast music, 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 North Coast music. What the f*** is going on?
I went to a music festival with my best friend.
You don't know. You don't know the life of saying no. You don't know the life of delayed gratification. You do not know the life of financial sacrifice. You're willing to take a step back from your better paid job to make it more on your own, but you're not willing to cut back your lifestyle. And that is going to destroy you. And you have no idea this bomb that you are building right now.
To be fair, this was my first ever 3-day music festival.
To be fair, I don't give a
been to before.
I don't understand. How does that literally, how does that possibly combat anything I just said?
Yeah, like if you can't, so many people who live in the now economy, social media, instant gratification, dopamine rush over and over again, buy now, instant shopping on Amazon, everything's so accessible. If you can't delay something down the road as just a human being in general, especially in today's world where you've got fees and interest tagged on to almost anything that you purchase and buy, I mean, yeah, there's no way you're going to get out of a financial pit, and there's absolutely no way that you will ever become wealthy. Absolutely not.
It doesn't.
Guess what? I'm going to a music festival tomorrow, and if I didn't have money to do it, I wouldn't care if it was my first or fifth. It doesn't matter.
I'm just trying to explain like my thought process behind why I did go.
It was incorrect.
It was my best friend. Like she and I.
Is she gonna die tomorrow? Is she like stage 1 million cancer patient?
No.
Okay, then we can go next year.
Well, it sounds good when you say it like that, but like she.
Yeah,
really
when you use 2 seconds to think.
She really wanted to do this festival, and like friendship is really important to me.
Cool. Yeah. Will she be your friends three days after it's done?
Yes.
Okay, then it doesn't matter. Take her for coffee. No sh. It's also about the fact that
she doesn't live here. She lives in Florida. So we planned to go to this music festival.
It's also about the fact that you literally cannot afford it. That is all this comes down to. I am not against this as a concept.
It's all about the vibes. All about the vibes.
Again, I am going to Austin, what is it? Austin City Limits Live. Like, I'm doing that these next few days with my friends. I'm excited. It'll be fun. Chaperone. Beautiful, especially in the green costume. And she's my lesbian wife. She just doesn't know it. The thing is, I'm doing it because I can afford it. If I couldn't afford it, I would be doing a little bit of sacrifice.
So I guess I was hoping like up until that point that I would be able to afford it. Like my hope was that I would get like new clients and I would have more income.
Oh, that's interesting. So maybe our little concept of I'll be able to afford it in the future didn't work. So why is it going to work why is it going to work now? So you're still living that mindset. That's how you've been able to back up all your spending so far, is because you're going to make more in the future. But you literally have an example right here where you thought you were going to make more than you did. You didn't. And now all of a sudden we're putting out a credit card. It's spending more than we make. You've proved it. What are you doing? The definition of insanity? Same thing over and over again? Is that what your life is? Is that what you're trying to do?
You can't bet on what ifs, folks. You absolutely can't. You I'm going to bet it all on the fact that I am hoping this is going to work out. Not that I know it, not that I am sure of it, not that I can prove it. I'm just hoping. It just doesn't work.
It's not what I'm trying to do.
Okay, well, it's what you're doing.
It's what it looks like. But
have you had dumbbells hit your head?
Not recently.
Okay. What do you mean that's what it looks like, but it's not what it is? How does that stand up?
To me, the experiences that you have in life are more important than worrying about the day-to-day
minutia.
And so
cool. You know what? And that is fine. So we're done then, right? So we're done. That's okay. That's okay. If that is how you want to live your life, that is okay. I support hold on. I support anyone deciding to live their life however they want to, as long as it doesn't directly hurt someone else. If that is how you want to live your life, that's perfectly fine. Here, the intent behind here is to learn how to manage our finances so that we can have a chance for, decent retirement, building a business, whatever it is you want to do. That's what we do here. If to you, living life is more important than that, in terms of getting the instant gratification of fun, fine. That's okay. But that means this is done. That means this conversation is done. That means there is no point of this. Because you are not ready for this.
This girl, you notice the whole time she's just been kind of giggling, laughing, this is just kind of a joke, funny. Yeah, people who think like this, who just want to live life for the experiences, they don't want to plan anything out. They don't want to plan for things go wrong. They don't want to plan for old age. They don't want to plan for you hurt your leg or some sort of distress. Or whatever. When you don't plan for anything, then life is going to run you over. Why? Because you weren't prepared for anything ever. And that was your choice. You chose not to be prepared for all of these things that are guaranteed at some point or another. They're going to hit you in the face. You get in an accident. You ruin your car. House catches on fire. Fired from your job. Look, things just happen. And if you're just winging it, going with the vibes, you're the one who's going to lose in the long run. There has to be an element of strategy and preparedness with your finances as you move through life. Otherwise, you are guaranteed to lose. Just it's that simple.
It means you don't care about this enough. You care about the other thing more.
I do care. I guess I'm
not more. You care more about the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Of going out and f***ing around.
I want both.
You can't have it. That's not how life works. Sometimes you need a little bit of sacrifice, especially while you take a pay cut in half in order to have your own business. Sometimes you have to have a little bit of a sacrifice. Just a little bit, even. A little bit of a sacrifice so that you have a better chance of success in the future. And
he's being nice about that because it's more like large sacrifices.
And that's okay. It's okay to have delayed gratification, huh?
I can do that. I can.
Then why haven't you? Mm-hmm. It's the question they can never answer.
I haven't had any.
You're going to Miami? Oh, you already did. Hold on. You went on a $3,000 trip just a couple months ago?
I did.
That's basically your monthly income.
It was my best friend's birthday, and
yeah, we never have any of those.
She had a hard year. I wanted to.
What was her hard year?
She went through a really hard breakup. She moved from New York to Houston, and she
was a tragedy.
She just had a lot of things happen in her personal life, and she deserved a fun birthday.
Okay, could she have come to you? Also, $4,000 is not required to get to Florida. It's like, that's the crazy part. If it was like, if I was seeing like a $500 thing, would I be happy? No, but it is very different than $4,000.
She's.
What, did you get her like 50 strippers to make her year better?
No, she's a bougie friend. We went out to a lot of like high expensive dinners.
I don't think she's bougie because you were spending all the money.
Right?
I guess like I am too when it comes to my friends, but like I paid for the hotel and dinners.
Oh.
This girl is spending money she doesn't have for a friend who likes expensive things on her dime when she can't afford any of this. And on top of that, her friend lives like across the country. Look, I get, friendships, and obviously, distance really doesn't matter. But in this realm, it kind of does, because you're spending a lot of money on this relationship. Like, it's expensive and you're the one fronting the bill. That doesn't really seem like a fair friendship, if you ask me. Like, what's this girl doing?
And we went to high-end restaurants. We're like $400 or $500
so again,
each.
That is what you choose over having any financial security, over having a successful business, over having any chance of retirement. That is what you choose, is a bougie lifestyle that you can afford. Think you're entitled to it? I mean, you're not, to be very clear. You're not.
No.
If you can't afford it, you can't necessarily get it unless you're putting it on debt, and that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just because you're born doesn't mean, here's a one-way ticket to go in and get a Michelin star meal every night.
I don't think I'm entitled to it. I genuinely just like treating my friends. That's what I thought of it. It's a loving spirit. Like, I didn't try to think about the money aspect of it. I was just trying to think about how I could make it memorable.
Yeah. Well, I love the heart of it. I like to, get things. Got the office, cookies today. I like to, whatever the random thing is. Sometimes I just pay for dinner. We went to dinner a few weeks ago and paid for dinner. I like to do it as well. It's fun. When you're in a blessed position, that is like truly just blessings, and just that you just kind of stumble into. You're like just lucky. It's like, yeah, you want to treat the people around you that you love.
Yeah.
That's great. Again, this comes down to the thing I've mentioned multiple times in this conversation, almost more than any. You just couldn't afford it. And that's all. That's how it works in the end. There is a mathematical equation here of 1 minus 1 equals 0, and you.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, you just couldn't afford it.
I'm hearing it.
Yeah, but will your actions reflect you hearing it?
Nope.
That's what I'm worried about. Oh, and Be Glamorous 276. What is this? Where was the Botox this time?
I think that was haircut and styling.
We got our in-flight Wi-Fi. It'd be a shame if over the Gulf of Mexico we couldn't scroll through TikTok.
I was trying to work on the plane.
Your work is work from anywhere. You could have waited. Oh, FNBO again. Oh, is this a checking account? So is this all your debt?
Perhaps, yeah. What is it? Cards?
Southwest.
Yeah.
Volkswagen. FNBO.
I owe my dad $4,000.
Why? Listen, if we owe a family member money, we're really not doing it, because that's personal. That's when we do not get to have any paid for fun. You are grinding to pay off a family member. Why do you owe your dad? Why do you owe your dad $4,000?
So when I
gotta tell you, if I was loaning family money and they were out living it up or doing something, like, where's my money going? That would absolutely infuriate me. And unfortunately, I've had someone in my family more or less kind of do the same thing. But yeah, if you can't afford it, don't be spending the money. Like, no one wants to owe family. It gets dicey. It gets messy. More often than not, there's more problems with it than anything else that's going to come out of it. And you really put a lot of strain on the relationship. But the whole time, this girl, she's just laughing. She's giggling all this off. She's more concerned about the experiences and the emotions and taking care of her friends. She absolutely 100% lives in the now. And people like this who can't handle, putting stuff off, waiting till down the road, like waiting for the reward from what you're doing. If you just need instant this and this, I mean, you're being led by your emotions. And ultimately, there is absolutely no way this is going to work out for your finances in the long run. And a lot of people, they love that credit card too much, and it's swipe, swipe, swipe until all of a sudden you have absolutely no credit. Stuff has to get taken back. You're taken to court. You can't find anywhere to live, and no one will rent to you because your credit score is terrible. Like, that's ultimately what happens if you don't stay on top of your bills. But thanks for watching. Let me know down below what you thought about what Caleb Hammer had to say, absolutely eviscerating this woman for her terrible financial choices. Thanks again, like and subscribe, and then I will see you folks on the next one.